If you grow up with a narcissistic mother, growing up probably felt confusing, heavy, lonely. Today, I want to talk about a time in life that changes everything. The late teen years and early adult years. Why this stage can feel harder for daughters of narcissistic mothers who didn't grow up feeling safe, supported, or loved. This is the time when you're supposed to become independent, find yourself, build confidence, and start your life. When you are raised by a narcissistic mother in emotional chaos, this stage feels very different. Becoming independent, feeling scared inside. Let's talk about around ages 19 to 25. People start becoming more independent. They make their own choices. They think about work, school, relationships, and their future. For many people, this is exciting. For daughters of narcissistic mother, it often feels scared. You may want freedom, but also feel guilty for enjoying it. I remember those years. You may want to leave, grow, and live your life, feel like you are betraying your family. That's not because something's wrong with you. That happens because you were trained to put your mother's feeling before your own. Independency feels like danger instead of freedom. Your brain is still growing. That matters. Something very important happens in this stage of life. Your brain is still developing, especially the parts that helps you with emotions, decisions, self-control, confidence. This is why you may feel emotions very strongly. You may overthink, you may feel anxious, you may feel unsure about yourself. This is normal for young adults. When you grow up with emotional abuse, those feelings become even more stronger. Your nervous system learned to stay in survival mode. Instead of feeling safe as you grow, you may feel overwhelmed. That is not weakness, that is trauma. Relationships feel confusing. This stage of life is also when people start forming deeper relationships, dating, love, friendships. If you grow up with a narcissistic mother, relationships may feel hard. You may feel fear of being abandoned, accept bad treatment, try too hard to please people, feel unworthy of love. That's because love growing up wasn't safe or consistent. Your brain learned that love comes with pain. So, even as an adult, your body may choose familiar pain over healthy peace. Thinking changes, you start seeing life differently. In this stage of life, you thinking more of, I need to be more mature. Mature becomes something important. You start realizing life isn't just right and wrong. People aren't perfect or evil. Situations are more complex. You begin questioning your family, your past, your beliefs, what you were taught. Many daughters of narcissistic mother starts realizing something about their childhood wasn't normal. This is usually when the awakening happens. You start connecting the dots. You start understanding why you struggle with confidence, boundaries, and self-worth. This is painful. It's also the beginning of healing. Emotions become deeper, also stronger. Young adulthood is when emotional growth really begins. You start learning who you are, what you want, what you deserve. For daughters of narcissistic mother, this stage can feel intense. You may feel sadness about your childhood, anger about you were treated, grief for the mother you never had. This is normal. You're not being dramatic. When you are finally feeling what you were forced to hide as a child, healing means allowing those feelings, not push them away. Allow them, feel them. Life decisions feel harder. This is also the stage when people think about careers, school, money, independency. For many daughters of narcissistic mothers, this feels overwhelmed because no one taught you how to trust yourself. You may doubt every decision, fear failure, feel like you're never good enough. That comes from growing up with criticism instead of support. Here's the truth: you are capable, you're smart, you are strong. You just wasn't allowed to believe it yet. The good news: this stage is powerful for healing. Even though this stage feels hard, it is also very powerful. This is when self-awareness grows, boundaries begin, healing starts, your real life begins. This is when you stop living only to survive and start learning how to live. You start choosing yourself. You start breaking cycles. You start becoming the woman you were always meant to be. If you are in your late teens or early 20s and struggling, please know nothing is wrong with you. You're not behind either. You're not weak. You are healing from things you never should have gone through. Growth after trauma feels messy, leads to freedom. You're doing better than you think.